CS AM 1160, 101.1 FM, Indiana in the Morning, brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. And joining us this morning from the Office of Aging Services, Evelyn Dunmire. Evelyn, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see you today. We're going to talk about the APPRISE program that's taking place, right?
Correct.
First off, explain and give us a definition of what the APPRISE program is.
APPRISE is the State Health Insurance Assistance Program, or SHIP, for all Medicare beneficiaries. It was created by the PA Department of Aging to help Pennsylvanians understand their Medicare and other health insurance benefits and to helping them make informed decisions. The APPRISE program is run out of the Area Agency on Aging in Indiana County. We're also in for aging services, and we're also in the other counties throughout the state. The APPRISE program relies heavily on volunteers to keep the program successful.
So we're talking about folks that are coming up to that magic 65 age or thereabouts?
Yes, sir. Anyone that is 65 and just starting to get their Medicare, or if they're on disability, for 24 months, they usually start Medicare. At that point, that's when they would come to see us at APPRISE.
Now, I just went through this myself with your help.
Yes, sir.
And it really answered a lot of questions for me. What are some of the things that when people come, what are the main questions that they have about taking care of not only APPRISE, but getting their Medicare coverage?
A lot of times, usually what happens is when you, 3 months before your 65th birthday, you get your Medicare information, and then you get inundated with tons and tons and tons and tons of mail. And what happens is people get confused what they're supposed to take, what they're not supposed to take. So the APPRISE counselors are we're informed on what is available out in the counties that we live in. Each county has a little bit of different things. So there's many ways you can take it. And one of the questions most people ask is, what do I do? What do I do? And so we can help them navigate through those questions.
And of course, they'll also have questions about medical coverage, what type of insurance. Maybe they have their own now, or maybe they're going to be losing that.
Correct.
And you have information on that. We're also joined this morning. We want to welcome Melinda McCoy from Pennsylvania. Is it Career Link or just PA Link?
Pennsylvania Link to Aging and Disability
Okay.
Resources.
All right, if you just want to step a little or move up just a little bit closer to the microphone, we welcome you to the program as well. Now, Evelyn, you mentioned the APPRISE counselors, and there's some training involved if folks would want to become one of those, right?
Correct. We like I said, we deal heavily with volunteers. So there's not a lot of training, and we have an initial 3-day training period that's kind of spread out through the month. That's required, as well as several online trainings, webinars, things like that. And of course, there are already people that understand and are counselors already that can help mentor a new volunteer.
Are there a certain number of counselors that you're looking for?
As many as we can get.
Okay. And if folks want to become involved, what do they need to do?
They can contact us at Aging Services or any of the other, if they're in a different county. Aging Services, our phone number is 724-349-4500 or 1-800-442-8016. And
as you mentioned, they can also take part in other counties. For instance, if you're an Armstrong County resident, that number, 1-800-368-1066. And for Westmoreland County residents, 724-925-4213. You've already mentioned some of what APPRISE does to help with the Medicare beneficiaries. Have you had a lot of people calling up about the program or calling up about getting set up for Medicare?
Yeah, I would say, in all honesty, we probably get 10, 12 calls a day, and it doesn't sound like a lot when it's just the two of us doing it, though. We appreciate when people call in if they have questions, we'll answer over the phone. But a lot of times face-to-face works best. Having someone make an appointment, come in and sit down across from Lisa or I or one of the volunteers to help them understand. And we'll explain Medicare, Medigap, Medicare Advantage plans, and believe you me, most people are confused. They don't know what Part A is, what Part B is, what Plan F is, all the, So we know the terminology, we understand, and we will take them from point A to Z if we can.
And the fact that you're doing this 3 months before your 65th birthday gives you time to look over some of the information. You don't have to make a decision the day you come to see you.
Correct. And open enrollment is October 15th through December 7th, where people can change their Medicare plans, Medicare Advantage plans, GAP plans. And we encourage people to look in to see what's available for the next year. There may be something that's better for them. During an initial Medicare counseling session, we will have people come in and bring in like their Medicare card and the prescriptions they take, and then we can go through and we use Medicare.gov, and we use that to see what plans there are available for them and what might be best for them.
Right. Now, Melinda McCoy, you're also a counselor for the program, is that right?
I am not. I'm strictly with Pennsylvania Link to Aging and Disability Resources.
Okay. What would you like to add to the information that we just heard?
I'm actually just here to support Evelyn because PA Link links up with the APPRISE. So we did this initiative, and then Evelyn volunteered to be our presenter for today.
Okay. So if somebody calls your office, you'll send them over to Evelyn, right?
Exactly. In Indiana County, we would send them to Evelyn or Lisa.
Okay. Again, the Indiana County phone number, 724-349-4500. For Westmoreland County residents, 724-925-4213. And for Armstrong County residents, 1-800-368-1066. Now, Evelyn, I understand there's also some financial help that could be available. Is that right?
Correct. The programs available for the financial help is the Medicare Part D Extra Help Low Income Subsidy. That program helps pay for the Medicare Part D premium, which is for your drugs. D for drugs is how I remember it, and reduces the cost of prescriptions at the pharmacy. Then there's the Medicare Savings Program. That program helps pay for the Medicare Part B premium, which in 2018 is $134 a month. Pennsylvania is involved in the federal MIPA grant, and that stands for the Medicare Improvements for Patients and Providers Act. An important provision of MIPA was the allocation of federal funding for the state health insurance assistance programs, the Area Agency on Aging, and Melinda's Aging and Disabilities Resource Center to help the low-income Medicare beneficiaries apply for these two programs.
Now, one other note, you can start to get on Medicare with your 65. That doesn't mean you have to start taking your Social Security, correct?
Correct. You do not have to take Social Security until you're ready to take Social Security. The one thing that you have to remember is if you are taking your Medicare, you have to take Medicare A and B, and then a prescription drug plan. There are penalties if you don't take those, and that's when you need to talk to someone at APPRISE so we can explain that a little bit more and explain how sometimes if you're working, you don't have to take Part B because you have comparable insurance, but it's best to talk with us at Aging Services or one of the other APPRISE departments just to be on the safe side.
And sometimes it depends on what your spouse is under as well.
Correct. If your spouse has comparable insurance and they are taking, or you're under their insurance, then you can stay on their insurance as long as it's comparable insurance. Once again, that's why we say, because it gets confusing, contact APPRISE and let us kind of help you through that.
Now, for folks who would like to come in, talk with you face to face, your address where they can meet you, your hours at the office is open.
The office is open from 8:30 to 4:30. And we are at 1055 Oak Street in Indiana. And Lisa is the lead coordinator. I'm there to help also. And, we really appreciate if you come in and take give us an appointment so we know we're there. We're out and about sometimes doing other things. So if you call in, we would be happy to explain the asset limits and income limits and things for the programs I talked about. And we really would, give us a call.
Speaking of other things, what are some of the other things that Aging Services can do for folks?
Aging Services itself has programs for people in-home, for in-home services. If someone is in need of personal care, if they are in need of home-delivered meals, personal emergency response buttons, which are the buttons I've fallen and can't get up. we have light housekeeping. We have care management. If you come into aging services, or if you're one of aging services consumers, you have one person at the office to contact to help us understand, or to help you go through things. If you start out and you just need some help with cooking, say, and you're getting home delivered meals, but then it gets a little bit, as time goes on, you get a little bit, needing a little bit more help, you can contact that counselor, or I'm sorry, that caseworker, and they would be able to help you navigate through to something else that we may provide.
And there are lots of opportunities for volunteers.
There's lots of opportunities for volunteers. We have ombudsman volunteers. We have APPRISE volunteers. We have volunteers at our social centers. There's lots of help needed out there.
You find that you get a lot of retired folks that come in and say, "I'd like to give a hand."
We do. That's probably most of our volunteers are people that have just retired, or are have been retired for a while, and maybe we're doing something else, but want to look into something different. A lot of times, people want to just. We get phone calls for people that just want someone to come in and talk with them. So that's a great opportunity for a volunteer. Just someone to kind of go in and visit with people. So if that's something you want to do, put your name out there. Aging's not allowed to kind of give out names, but put your name out there and let people know that that's something you're willing to do, because people are always looking for that.
Our phone numbers again for Indiana County residents to have your questions answered: 724-349-4500. For Westmoreland County, 724-925-4213. And for Armstrong County residents, 1-800-368-1066. Is there anything that we have forgotten?
I don't think so. Like I said, there are income limits and asset limits for the LIS and MSP programs. Please call Aging Services and we will screen you to see if you qualify for those. We also have PACE and PACENet. The PA property tax rent rebate forms, where Pennsylvania residents can get up to $650 back on property taxes. We can help with LIHEAP. We can explain the eye care program. If you have a question about a senior thing, please call us. Just call us and see if we can help you.
Melinda, anything you'd like to add?
Nope. I'd just like to thank Evelyn for presenting for us this morning. Thank you.
Yes, Evelyn, thank you so much
You
for
are so
stopping
welcome.
by this morning, and I can contest that your information and advice is well worth the trip.
Thank you. Thank
Because
you.
it really saves you a lot of running around, and the folks down at the APPRISE can do that. Again, Indiana County, 349-4500, Westmoreland County, 925-4213, and Armstrong County, 1-800-368-1066.